ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. This is my boy right here, Tyler, aka.
Is this PG? Do I need to? I think I need to say that up front.
No, you could do and say whatever you want.
I will keep it PG the best I can.
Okay,
I just
no,
want to be
yeah,
like, no, I'm doing this for all ages, and now you've just f-bombed all the way through that. Thanks, buddy.
nah, you're perfectly fine. Let me see. I'm trying to think who might have f-bombed one of my interviews. I didn't three. I only posted two. No, I think everybody restrained themselves.
I
But
think
no,
that was pretty clean.
yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty. And then of course, if it's too outlandish, the editor is kind of like he's pretty good at chopping
Right.
things off.
He's like, nah, you don't need any of that.
How you doing? How you been, man? It's been a long time. I am very fond of you because you are very lyrical. Like you are a lyrical thinker. I like talking to you, and I take what you say very very deeply because you don't just say it to say it. You say it with thought, which is to me like rare in these days. So I miss that about you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. It's definitely because words, once you say them, they're gone. Whatever meaning or thought that you thought you might have had behind them, they're out there now. It didn't matter because what was said, and you just can't take that back. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. And it really does impact how people perceive you and how they're going to perceive you in the future.
And I am 100% behind that. And people don't think that. People don't see that. People don't even, like, even after they said it, it takes them days and weeks and months. We're like, man, that one time I said this, man, I should have not said that. And then, when it's gone out of your mouth, it sticks wherever it went to. And that's it. But with that being said, what is your thought in gaming these days? Like, what's your perspective in games?
Man, I believe that here recently, I've really switched over from actual playing the games to watching other people play the games. And I'm like, man, am I just getting old? Do I just not have time for it? What's going on? I don't know. Yeah, there's been a lot of good games out there that I've seen played. I'm like, man, I want to play that. But then I watched the whole thing. I was like, that was a great game. I'm probably not going to spend the $50 it's going to take to download that game or go buy it at the store, whatever. And I still get the same enjoyment out of it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it the cheap way.
Man, that's pretty interesting because ironically, I started looking at games, but I just couldn't do it because I'm that guy that'd be like, why would I watch somebody play a game for me when I could play it myself? And I'll just jump right in. I'll look at somebody play it and initially think to myself like, yep, I'm gonna play that. Thanks. You convinced me enough. That's the extent of me watching people play games. But what got you there? What? Yeah, I know you said that might be the cheap way of you doing it, but what initially?
I think it's because I can switch and essentially watch more people play these games that I would want to play or find new games that way and see how they're being played. Like, yeah, that was great. And I could do that way faster than going and spending the countless hours, screwing around trying to figure out what's going on. And I understand like some games are meant to be that way and you gotta, you know, find your way essentially. But I'll do like more linear games or like that. Unless there's like a Fallout, one of my favorite games I have played. I played Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I love them because a great game. I played Fallout 4 too, but that one was definitely different in its own how they went about things. I don't know. I think New Vegas was the better one. But anyway, those that have multiple storylines, that have multiple characters and different ways it turns out, you would have to spend countless and countless hours playing those. And that's part of the reason. That's the enjoyment. But I would much rather be like, see all of it and like, oh, cool. Now, if I want to play this game, that's how you know you've really got me. I'm like, oh man, now I'm gonna go dive back into that and see what I can create through this.
Have you ever played Fallout 76?
I have not, because doing the watching all these gameplays, and they was just killing it when they first came out. They're like, no, this is garbage. Just so much negative publicity, and then all the gamers are like, no, this is trash, fix it. I don't know if they. So I had the game for a while. I never opened it. It was given to me. I never opened it because I didn't want to mess with the hassle of bugginess. Because I've played, what was that other game? 7 Days to Die. You ever played that one?
Yeah, I actually, ironically, I actually really, really like that game. I just hate the fact that it's so buggy and.
Exactly. Like, it's a pain in the butt, man. I love it, but it's just so buggy. I'd be walking and clip right through the whole freaking side of a mountain or something, and then I'm stuck. It's like,
Oh man, and you know what's funny is that I was looking at it just I think a month ago or two, and I saw the last time they updated it was like in 2018.
did you play it on the console?
Yeah, on the console.
Yeah, they don't mess with it. They don't mess with it. Now, if it's on PC, they definitely update it, and it's pretty up to date.
Okay, I need to check out the PC because the console one is. I looked it up. I was like, when was the last time they updated this? Because I remember buying this game when it first came out, and then a couple of months later, I went back into it, and it still looks the same. Nothing has changed. And a couple of years later,
Nothing has changed because it doesn't. They don't. They said screw the console guys.
that's messed up, bro. I'm pretty sure that the console probably gave them more money because it's on Xbox Game Pass. It's on. They go on sale and people just buy things that are like for $5 just because, you know. Like, have you ever done a Steam sale when it's like $9.99 or $1.99? I'm like, buy. I don't know what the game is, but I'll buy it. It's only $1.
Right. And sometimes you find little gems in there, man. I think one of the recent games I've seen that was really nice was Call of the Sea.
Ooh,
You ever heard of it?
I haven't.
It was a Cthulhu mythos, H.P. Lovecraft, that kind of thing. And it dealt with this woman, and she went to go find her husband on this island. And it goes through this whole thing. And it's kind of like a puzzle game.
Ah,
Well, the only problem I saw throughout the whole game, the artwork was gorgeous, man. And it was one of the better games I've ever seen, style-wise. Now,
wow.
the gameplay and some of the puzzles were mediocre at best. That's just my perspective. Maybe somebody's like, "No, what are you talking about?" And then I'm getting all this hate. Whatever. Okay. It is what it is, man.
It is.
I didn't like it. I was like, some of the puzzles were either super easy, like retardedly easy that you would miss it. Like all you gotta do is take this rock and put it into this hole in the wall. You're like, but what's this puzzle? Then they got these three giant gears in front of you or something, and you're trying to spin these gears, and none of that has to do with any of the puzzle. You just walk up and push the button. It's like, what? Come on now. Or they would be ridiculously hard. There was no in between.
Wow. And you ran into that just by buying it on a sale, like on Steam?
No, man, I watched gameplay and I was like,
gameplay on that one.
I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I might actually want to play this. And the further they got into the game, I was like,
you were convinced.
I like the story. The story's all right. I can kind of get with the story, and the artwork is nice, but the gameplay is not what I would want. So I'm glad I didn't spend the money that it would have been to, play the game.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. So right now, what game are you playing this very second? If you are playing any, because I know you said you were watching rather than playing, but what's the last game you played or are playing or have played?
Man, I think Fallout, because I played with my son. A dead dude is eat up with the Minecraft. He sleeps, he breathes. It's Minecraft for him. Like they have bed sheets, they have toys. He walks around with a shirt. They play Minecraft with a in real life as imaginary play. I'm like, they're in the yard digging with one. We bought them a little fake pickaxe,
right?
The Minecraft ones, and they're in the yard trying to dig for gold. I'm like, oh God, you know what? You guys create your own little world. Do it, man.
That's awesome. I like that. Like, so Fallout was your last game, but you're involuntarily in Minecraft.
Yes, involuntarily.
So when you do play Minecraft with your kids, like what kind of stuff do you do? Do you create the Taj Mahal or do you go exploring? Like what's your game style in Minecraft?
I think I wish zombies in this game was a little more intense. Like I wish it was like a crazy mode where you'd have them coming out of the walls or something, because they do break down doors and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm more of a action kind of based guy and a collector. So I want like 5,000 chests full of individual items. So if I have a double chest full of like, I don't know, gold or rocks or whatever, each individual item. Look at this. I got a whole room full of rocks. you need like 5,000 steel. I got you. You need, what's a spider eye? Yeah, the spider eyes. I got 5,000 of them. Here, take one. It's stupid.
Right. Okay.
It's because the zombies are like mediocre sometimes. They do get you. I wish they would have like another harder level.
Like permadeath.
Yeah. Like 7 Days to Die, except Minecraft with a different texture package. And it works better.
It works better. Okay. I actually rather enjoyed Minecraft like a lot. I'm the explorer.
It's nice.
Oh, it's and I like the tranquility it offers. So
Yep.
believe this or not, when Minecraft was first ever like being created, I actually beta tested it, and I
Oh,
thought it
there
was
was nothing in
the
that world.
oh my, I thought it was the worst thing in the world. I was like, what? Who wants to play? Yo, we're like in the evolution of graphics and all this other crazy,
Yep.
amazing stuff. Why would I play this crazy looking pixelated 3D world? And yeah, I kind of I missed that boat.
Do you play Minecraft with their music, or do you listen to whatever you're listening to?
No, I play with their music.
Oh, screw that, man. I put on like some smooth jazz or something like that.
Yeah. I
It's
like
over.
when night falls and then the ambient sound, and I like it. I just embed myself in that world. That's how
Mm,
I am with every game I play. I
right.
pretend to be, and I'm in that world. So I give it I take it as they give it to me. So they wanted
Hmm.
me to experience it like this, but ooh, jazz, huh?
I just go to Spotify and find a nice jazz, like
Okay,
with no vocals in it.
gotcha.
It's pretty nice.
Ah, I like that. I like the idea. So you do set your own like ambience
Oh
and
yeah,
soundtrack
you
on
gotta turn lights down,
games.
man. It doesn't work.
And ooh.
And then I can't hear the creepers when they come up on me and blow me up. I'm like, I bet if I
Oh,
had the sound on, that would have alerted me.
but it's
Oh
okay
well.
because at the end of the day, you was just jazzing out, just like
It's okay, man. I'll just do my own thing, getting 5,000 rocks.
you do that with every game you play. You-
No, this is just kind of one of those random free world things. Like Fallout, I like the different weapons, going out, discovering, kind of open world. That's not too bad. I like doing that.
okay. And do you also put your own soundtrack on it? Do you play your own jazz music when you're
No,
playing Fallout as well? No.
I like Fallout music. I think it's in this 50s, 60s kind of like thing.
That's right.
I don't want to set the world.
That's right.
Yeah, they have a nice soundtrack. I've even I actually listened to a few songs that they had on there, like
Yeah.
Big
Yeah, I
Iron.
forgot about that. Oh my
Hmm.
god, you just reminded me. Yeah, the soundtrack on Fallout is completely and utterly unique to the 50s. I like it. I
Yeah.
remember now. I'll,
We Soda Pop? No, is that what it is? Soda Shop, Soda Pop,
how does it go?
Malt Shop. It's the type of music. It's the
Oh,
genre base.
gotcha,
I think it's
gotcha.
Malt
Yeah.
Shop. I think it's what that 50s era kind of like music is called,
No,
is the
I
Malt
think
Shop.
I wouldn't know. You're definitely more in tune in music than I am when it comes to that.
Uh,
But I like certain songs. There's some of them that come on. I'll sing along to it. I forgot how it goes, the melody or the tune, but it's like
mhm. It's
shop,
catchy.
right? Yeah, it is. It is. It's amazing. And then when those mutated zombies come, like, oh, getting me out of
Oh
my
yeah.
groove, man. What are you doing? So, question:
Yes.
what is your least favorite type of game?
Platformers
You
and
don't
top
like
down.
platforms?
I don't like top down either. It
Oh
just
man.
or turn based. Turn based is kind of aggravating for me.
Yeah. Okay. But no top. So you never played the Minecraft top-down dungeon crawler one?
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
I mean, you
There was
saw
this
it and you were
game.
like, nope.
There was this game that I saw that came out on I guess a trailer, and it was super nice. It was like 4K, man, probably before 4K, but whatever. It was really nice quality, and they had this like a pig, like a mutated pig that was walking. So you had like mutants. It was a duck, a goose, I think, or I don't know. There was like three people and then an actual person, and they're like apocalyptic, like walking through this town and trying to
Oh, I know what you're
find.
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
It was. I was like, oh man, I want to play this. I bet this is gonna be great because how they interacted. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then come to find out, I think it's a top-down turn base, and I was like, no.
Yeah, like the two things you hate the most.
I was like, that's such trash. It's like, ah. My wife saw the video too. She's like, "Oh, that's great. I bet that'd be awesome." Because I was thinking more like a Fallout with a little more action. Not Red Dawn.
It was like mutant something.
What is that? The game, the guy with it's a zombie game. He's always wearing a leather vest and a hat, turned around backwards, and he's riding around on a motorcycle.
Is it Days Gone for the
I think
PlayStation?
maybe.
Yeah, 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 yeah. like a biker dude with the vest and the
Yep.
motorcycle and hordes
Yep.
of zombies. Yeah.
Just horde zombies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Something
Days
kind of like
Gone.
that was what I was hoping for. And what I got was turn-based top down. I was like,
That,
now
I'm
if
not
it's
gonna lie.
turn-based and like strategic, then maybe I'll give it a try.
But turn-based.
I was like, so I probably will never get into the Final Fantasy thing because that's what they do, right? The turn-based.
Well, they kind of evolved away from that ever since 15 came out. Well, I don't, maybe 15. Yeah, 15 made it more action-based and it's
good.
in your face. They do have this turn-based element that certain powers could be used, you know, after a certain period of time. Kind of gives it that turn-based feel, but it's if you don't think about it, it's not. It's action.
Right.
But that trailer that you're talking about, that
It looked
trailer,
really nice.
Yeah, it was misleading.
How could you? Holy crap! Talk about a bait and switch, man. That's how you advertise the wrong audience.
Man, I don't think I ever seen gameplay. They only show like, and if it was gameplay, it was like the conversational point, never the action or the combat. Oh man,
it was turn-based, and nobody. I don't think that's as big as group as like a first-person shooter, or even like open world. Because I can imagine that being an open world and being really nice.
Ooh, and like you mentioned, even if it was top down in a setting like that, would be kind of fun. But it was turn-based, man. Out of all things,
it kills it because then you can't go and just. I mean, I guess you can. I guess the first Fallout was top down, and it wasn't.
It wasn't turn-based.
No.
I don't remember.
It was weird. I didn't play that one.
I've
I've seen clips of people playing them, and it looked pretty rough, like 90s computer rough. But it is what it is, you know.
Okay. Speaking of the 90s computer rough, what's your earliest memories of gaming?
Oh man, dude, we're gonna have to reach way back to the Sega Genesis, folks.
Okay.
That's a little small black console that you had 1-2 cartridges because no one could afford to buy more than them. I only had a few of them. And if you did have them, you had Sonic, you had Lion King, and then you had Aladdin. Okay. It's a side scroller. All three of them, I think. I think that's all it was side scrollers. Yeah. But
did you ever finish any of those games?
No. No. Because you would, in the Lion King, you would get to the waterfall and you would never make it up to the waterfall. Now, my wife apparently is a fucking super genius or something and made it all the way where she's fighting Scar. And I'm like, shut up. Shut up.
I didn't even know Scar was in the game.
It's at the end.
Because
you can't save. You can't save. Apparently, I guess you could. It would. I could be just making this bullshit up. I thought you could, but you had to have like this separate like little device, and then it's a whole thing.
The Genesis or something. I mean, what is it called? Like the genie was something genie.
Yep. It's like no one had that.
Only the cool kids had that, man.
Only the cool kids.
Aladdin. I remember for the first time I played that game 1,000 times, and I made it to the cave for the first time ever. And that thing was the hard, like as you're making your way through the lamp. Yeah. And that I never got past that point. I think that was the second.
It was blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a darkish bluish.
Yeah, fun fact: as soon as you grab that lamp, it all goes to shit real fast, and then you're like trying to jump on these things, and good luck if you miss one.
Did you pass that point?
No, I didn't get there. I didn't get to the cave half the time.
I got to the cave one time, man. One time. I hated those guys. And then Aladdin, I only made it to when they start singing the song and you have to jump on the giraffes going up.
Oh, you mean Lion King?
Oh
yeah. Further than that. Yeah,
that's as far as I made it. Like something about being king.
Oh yeah, that's like the third level or something. Are you serious? Come on,
man. That's it. You want to know what game I actually was really good at? There was a platformer, Earthworm Jim.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it played or never played it myself.
Oh man, that game. Now, if you want to talk about hard platformer, that one was it. Like, I mean, granted, Aladdin and Lion King is hard, but that one was like, ugh, because you also shoot. You're just not dodging.
Oh
things.
yeah.
But that one, I actually made it pretty darn. I made it to the first boss. I was proud of that. Didn't beat him, but I made it. That was like 4 stages in, you know.
Yeah.
So Sega Genesis, that's your fondest memory. What was your favorite game?
Yeah, and the Segas or just over time?
Sega. Let's keep it way back.
I'm gonna go with Sonic. I like Sonic better. I think it was Sonic 3. That was pretty good. Maybe just because I got to the furthest that I've gotten any of these games. I felt like. Plus, I was a little older.
Gotcha.
Just touch only.
Just I like Sonic and Knuckles. That was my favorite.
Yep. I never made it. Well, no, I think he does jump in somewhere and punches the button, and then like a bridge blows out.
Knuckles?
Did you ever have to like fight Knuckles? Or did you like? Could you? Was that a playable character?
That was a playable character, and he was the coolest because he had the Knuckles, of course, and then he could climb walls, and he would glide. He would like wee like a flying squirrel. Craziest thing in the world. And then he still runs fast like Sonic, but Sonic was slightly faster. You could kind of feel the difference between the speeds. Right. But this one played different because he could climb walls and then he could glide, which was crazy.
I never played as him.
And then fun fact, the cartridge had a little slit on the top that you could put Sonic 3 in it, and then it will kind of like merge.
What?
Yes. Crazy.
Wow.
Knuckles.
Did you have to like take them apart and blow on it and then put it back in too?
Yeah, you still had to clean it with it. Like, back in the days, you take a shirt, put a butter knife in between it, and then run it between the.
Oh yeah, we're just eating these cartridges up, eating them up.
Hey, and then banging it and pushing it in hard or something stupid.
You
was fun.
You got to pull it out just enough so that it registers as you're playing.
Have you ever done the alcohol rubbing part?
No, we either blew on it and hit it in there, or we went up and down and tried to find that nice sweet spot. Yeah, this is the real struggle we had to deal with. Okay,
this is the real struggle game. Yep. No, man, that's hilarious. But yeah, and then of course I remember the Sega Genesis evolving. Then they had the Sega Saturn that you could connect it to, and then they had the Sega Saturn or the Sega Genesis 32X. It's a little device that you put on top, and it just made 32 graphics. It was insane. No, I'm over your head now.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about, but that's just funny. It's like, man, old school gaming. We had to like hook up. We had to be like Mr. Gadget, you know, with all these little things to like plug into everything, and you end up looking like a damn spaceship.
Oh man, it was transforming. It was like Transformer. Okay, so. Favorite game was on the Sega Genesis. Did you ever have like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, anything to that nature?
Man, I think we got the Nintendo, and then we got Super Nintendo, and then we get a PS2, I think it is. We had a small one, and it had like this little individual screen. That was so you're playing all your games like this big.
What was that? Like the Game Genie?
No, it was like a portable PlayStation. So you would have your PlayStation. Right, and then this little screen would fold up.
Oh, yeah.
And you could also connect it to the TV.
Interesting. And you could play your PlayStation game CDs in it.
Yeah,
put it up.
It was kind of nifty. I was like, until it broke, but that's another issue. Like, well, dang, I'll just be like poor people and hung it back up to the TV as you drug your 90-pound TV somewhere.
You know what happened to me? I remember this ridiculously. I got in trouble because of my mom's. Sonic and even Mario was burning to the tube TV on the screen.
Was it on for like 3 days or something?
No, mine was like permanent. Literally a big old tube TV. And because Mario didn't have he didn't move side to side. What he did was just jump up and down. And the only time he ever left the screen was like if you ever take the portal on the top, he would kind of like shimmy and you see him in the top of the corner of the screen. Yep. But he was stationed there. And I would sometimes go get something to eat, or my mom would send me to go run and every now I leave the TV on.
And you're not turning it off.
No, that's no turning it off, because if you die and turn it off, you have to start the game over. So you just leave it on and I'll be back.
Leave it on.
Hours later, bro, that thing will be burned into the TV.
Poor
And
little
the
pixels.
same thing with Sonic. Sonic, I'll leave him there. And Sonic had a little bit of an emo. He kind of like wait and kind of do this thing. Like, what are you doing? So, but yeah, he was. You could see like his little edges burning the TV too. Good times, man. I love it.
That is fantastic.
So, upcoming games that you're interested in playing or seeing somebody play.
I don't know. I've been kind of watching Oxhorn lately, and he's had a few up there. I think one is Ascend or something like that. And there was another one that he's playing that's really old, apparently. Never heard it before. It's a Grim Fandango.
Buenos días.
I'm like 2 episodes into that, so I'm waiting for more of that. It's a fixed position, or a fixed camera position, and you kind of move around it.
Kind of like back in the days, Resident Evil.
Probably.
They'll have the camera fixed in like one side of the room, and you come in through this door, and you see your guy moving, and he'll leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it hard because when you can't really navigate as easily.
Yeah, it's just like driving a truck, semi. It's like,
you're like, I just want to go to the door I see over there. Let me in there.
So who's this and what were they playing again? Would you?
Man, what was that for? Ascent? I don't know. I'll have to click on it and watch it because I haven't really got that far. So it's on the list, but I haven't seen it yet. I guess I can commit some time to it.
But that's the one that you're interested in checking out then.
Yeah, it has a pretty good coloration, bright neon colors, kind of like Cyberpunk did.
Okay,
so we'll see.
We'll see. So are you into bright colors, updated graphics, gameplay, or games in general?
I can appreciate them.
You appreciate them, like stylized art?
Yeah.
Kind of like Wind Waker.
Yeah, but if you have a trash story or I'm out.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now if it's trash story, but you got some good action or you're doing something worth doing, then you're like, I will muddle through this.
I like you say muddle through it, just
muddle through it. But if you have a great story and mediocre gameplay, I will muddle through that too. So I'll be equally as fair.
Okay, I could appreciate that. That's cool. All right, so sir, we're gonna wrap this up a little bit here. So I want to plug you in. Where can people find you?
Man, they can find me nowhere because I'm hiding under a rock. But the Ammo Can podcast, which I'm part of, me and my co-host Jason, he's not here. We're on Buzzsprout, the Ammo Can PC. The full title, if you're looking around on YouTube's, is the Ammo Can podcast. Or let's see, we also got a Twitter, and we don't use the Twitter, but
whatever. You don't use Twitter, but you got a Twitter, you just don't use it.
Yeah, we don't use it. We got a YouTube and a Facebook. It's the same name, the Ammo Can podcast, and we talk about all kinds of randomness, what thorn is in our side that day.
All right, good deal. Sir, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my good friend Tyler, you can find them at Ammo Camp, right? Or Ammo.
The Ammo Can. The Ammo Can. There's only one of us.
The Ammo Camp. All right, until next time. And if you love what you see here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow my good friend, because there's going to be more of him, I promise you. Peace.
See ya.